Hello friends, in the third lecture of the pointer, we will discuss today pointer expression and pointer arithmetic, pointers and arrays, pointer to array, pointers to multi-dimensional array, and array of pointers, some example programs. So pointer expression and pointer arithmetic. Like other variables, pointer variables can be used in expressions. If P1 and P2 are properly declared and initialized variables, then the following statements are valid. Asterisk P1 into asterisk P2 semicolon. Meaning of this statement is that what is the data pointed by the pointer variable P1 is multiplied with the data pointed by the pointer variable P2. Second statement, sum equals sum plus asterisk P1 semicolon. We add data pointed by the pointer variable P1 to some variable and this addition is assigned to the left side some variable. Then next statement, asterisk P2 equals asterisk P2 plus 10. Data pointed by the P2 variable is added with 10 and this addition is stored in memory location pointed by the pointer variable P2. In a similar way, in memory location, pointed data in memory location pointed by the pointer variable P1 will be equal to data pointed by the P1 plus asterisk P2 data pointed by the P2. So addition of these two is assigned to the data pointed by the pointer variable P1. In a similar way, data pointed by the pointer variable P2 minus data pointed variable P1 means this data is subtracted from the data and this is stored in the memory location pointed by the pointer variable P1. If P1 and P2 are properly declared and initialized pointers, then C allowing adding integers to a pointer variable like P1 equal to P1 plus 1. So as it stores the address of the P1, so it will be equal to 1000 plus 2 equal to 1002. P1 equal to P1 plus 2 equals 1000 plus 2 into 2 equals 1004. P1 equal to P1 plus 4 equals 1000 plus 2 into 4, that is equal to 1008. So in this way, if P1 and P2 are properly declared and initialized variable, then these operations are possible. If P1 and P2 are properly declared and initialized pointers, then C allows to subtract integers from the pointers like this one. P1 equal to P1 minus 1 and when we subtract this one we get 1000 minus 2, that is 998. So this number depends on what type of the data is pointed by the pointer variable. So subtraction of the integer from the properly initialized and declared pointers are possible as shown with these examples. If P1 and P2 are properly declared and initialized pointers and both points to the elements of the same type, subtraction of one pointer from another pointer is also possible. This operation is done when both pointer variable points to the elements of the type of the same type array. P2 minus P1. It gives the number of elements between P1 and P2. Pointer can also be used with increment and decrement operators like this one. Int a equal to 10 semicolon, int asterisk b semicolon, b equals ampersand a semicolon, then b plus plus semicolon, b minus minus semicolon. That is value of pointer variable b can be incremented as well as decremented by 1. Pointers can also be compared using relational operators for the expression such as P1 is greater than P2 or P1 double equal P2, that is these two pointers are equals, and P1 not equal to P2 are allowed. Let us see an example program. In this example program, increment integer pointers. So first statement of the main function int a comma asterisk ptr semicolon. Using this statement, two integer variables a and pointer. So in this one, pointer is ptr is the pointer variable. Ptr equals ampersand a. What is the address of a is assigned to the pointer variable. Then using the printf statement, value of ptr equal, what is the value of ptr, that is printed at this point. Ptr equal to ptr plus 1. So pointer variable is incremented by 1 and this is assigned to the left side variable ptr. So as it is an integer type of the data, when it is incremented by 1, so 2 bytes gets added to the address of the ptr. Printf new value of ptr equal to value of ptr is printed. So when this program is run, we get the output like this one. Value of ptr equal to 1000, and when it is incremented by 1, as a variable is of integer type, it needs 2 bytes of storage space. So it is incremented by the 2 bytes. In second example, increment double pointer means this is a data type of the pointer. So here in first statement declares double type pointer variable ptr and it is assigned a value of 1000. Next statement ptr equal to ptr plus 1. We increment the value of ptr. So as a double data type needs 4 memory bytes to store its double type value. So it is incremented by the 4. So let us see that using the printf statement, what would be the value of ptr that is printed at this place. So when this program is run, we get the output like this one. New value of ptr equal to 1004, because double data types needs 4 bytes of memory location to store the data. Pointers and arrays. When an array is declared, compiler allocates sufficient amount of memory to contain all the elements of the array. We know this one. Base address, which gives location of the first element, is also allocated by the compiler. Suppose an array R is declared using this statement int R that can store 5 integer data, and that is initialized by writing in open and close brace 1, 2, up to 5 and at the end semicolon. Assuming that the base address of R is 1000 and each integer requires 2 bytes, the 5 elements will be stored as follows. So first element will be stored in this memory location, second element will be 1002. In this way, all the elements are stored needing 2 bytes of the data. Hence variable R will give the base address, which is constant pointer pointing to the element R0. Therefore, R is containing the address of R0, that is 1000. R is equal to ampersand R0 by default. A pointer of type int can be declared to point to the array R, like int asterisk p semicolon. P equals R, P equals ampersand R0, that is address of the first element. Both the statements are equivalent, that is either we write P equal to name of the R or P equal to address of the first element. To access every element of R, P plus can be used to move from one element to another element. A pointer cannot be decremented once incremented, that is P minus minus won't work. Pointer to array. As studied above, a pointer can be used to point to an array, and then we can use the pointer to access the array. In this example program, first statement declares integer variable I, second statement declares integer array A that contains 5 integer data, and these 5 integer data are initialized by writing these data in open and close brace ending with the semicolon. Int at p equals A. Address of A is assigned to the pointer variable P, same as int A, int asterisk P equal to ampersand A. For I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, using looping statement, we can print all the elements of the array A using the pointer variable. So print f %d comma asterisk p, what is the data pointed by this pointer variable gets printed, and then value of pointer variable is incremented. So first time condition is true. So till this condition is true, body of the for loop is executed and data pointed by the pointer variable is printed, that is elements of the array A. So when we run this program, we get the output as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the above program, the pointer asterisk p will print all the values stored in the array one by one. The base address A in the above case can be used to act as a pointer and print all the values. Now, pointer to multi-dimensional array. A multi-dimensional array is of the form A I comma I j, that is written in the square brackets. As we know now, name of the array gives its base address. Int aij, A will give the base address of this array. Even A plus 0 will also give the base address. Then that is the base address of A00 element. Here is the generalized form for using the pointer with the multi-dimensional array. Asterisk in open and close parenthesis, asterisk in open and close parenthesis, pointer plus I plus j is the same as aij.